After adding in all the required tokens for the Kings and Kaisers version of Axis and Allies 1914, I noticed that there just wasn't much room left in the box, especially with the technology tokens and the poker chip IPCs, which are heavy and take up a lot of room. My solution to this is a paper currency for Kings and Kaisers and also for Axis and Allies 1914. These are MEFO bills. These were used by Germany between 1936 and 1938. How they worked was a MEFO bill was issued directly to an industrialist. So let's say you wanted to order some tanks. They were paid for with the MEFO bills. They could technically be cashed at any bank in Germany. And when the bill was turned in, the bank would issue the funds, contact the Reich office, and quietly the money would be printed and sent back to the bank. So for a time, this is how Germany was able to rearm without anyone noticing. My next customization is the Ace Fighter token. And as the text reads, if any fighter survives a dogfight and the ensuing land combat, a maximum of one participating fighter is upgraded to an Ace Fighter. Place an Ace marker beneath this fighter. This fighter will now roll a 3 or less in future dogfights and combats. For my next customization, we'll be looking at the hospital and ambulance. This is a house rule. Each nation may purchase one hospital per game. A hospital added to the board can never be removed, even if the territory changes possession. New hospitals are placed during the place units phase. Hospitals may be placed in any controlled territory that is not an island. Hospitals within contested territories are considered not in use. Any injured remaining in a hospital that has changed control are removed from play. Hospitals may hold up to 4 injured infantry units. The ambulance. Each nation that purchases the hospital also purchases an ambulance. The ambulance is initially placed in the same controlled territory as the hospital. An ambulance added to the board can never be removed, even if the territory it inhabits changes possession. The ambulance can move up to 6 spaces. Any unused movement during the primary movement phase can be used in the finish air movement phase. An ambulance in the same space as a battle may rescue up to 2 infantry that have been taken as casualties. The rescued infantries are transferred to the ambulance instead of being removed from play. Once the ambulance has 2 injured infantry loaded, it cannot take on any further casualties. A loaded ambulance that moves to a territory with a friendly hospital then unloads the injured into the space containing the hospital. Ambulances may move through controlled enemy territories. The ambulance is ignored by enemy units. Injured units brought to the hospital spend 2 full rounds rehabilitating after being unloaded. After 2 full rounds, the injured infantry units are returned to the board in the territory containing the hospital and resume normal play. After removing the tiny dice that come with Axis and Allies 1914, removing the large technology counters tokens, and also the poker chip IPCs, you now see I have enough room for the MEFO Bills, paper currency for Kings and Kaisers and Axis and Allies 1914, as well as a nice set of hit dice.
Grandpa, quick, tell me everything you know about World War I.
World War I? I fought in that. Of course, to enlist, I had to lie about my age.
Want to see my picture I drew?
Lieutenant Simpson, you've been up for hours. Take a nap. You're no good to us, Cranky.
But I'm not tired.
Oh, this is great stuff. I can pad it out to 10 pages. Good night, Grandpa.
But I'm not tired. Good night, sleepyhead. Do you have to poop?
Please subscribe to General Fund for less dishonor.